Okay, so today we are continuing with Straight, and we are going right into chapter 3, Mikhail. And I am excited because Mikhail's like maybe my favorite character. I look over and see that Braden's bed is already empty. And while I sometimes wake before him, somehow this time something feels different. So yeah, last time we had the really awkward physical, and that's about the time I actually found him. He's like doing stretches, I think. Braden steps forward, his feet are calculated and silent, and his arms rise upward slowly. It's almost like he's in some kind of trance. Hey, trying not to scare him, he's gonna like trip and fall. Hey, why are we just whispering? I sit up in bed and shout. Dude, what are you doing? And he falls backwards. You scared me to death. How are you awake? I thought you were still asleep. I was asleep until I woke up and saw you doing some creepy walking thing. Thought you were sleepwalking. Your head was gonna start spinning backwards. So you decided to yell boo and scare it out of me? I mean, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Have you ever seen a horror movie in your life? Yelling hey is not an exorcism. I don't know, I panicked. Rolls his eyes. I didn't get hijacked by a monster. I was actually doing some old meditative martial arts stuff. How do you keep catching me doing embarrassing shit all the time? Because you keep doing it? You never mentioned martial arts stuff before. It's a type of martial art, although it's used more in meditation practices today rather than combat. Tai Chi. When I was doing wrestling back in high school, our coach had this old guy come in and do it with us a few times a week. He was like 70 years old and had better strength and balance than the best wrestler on our team. Coach figured the practice had been around for thousands of years, so there had to be some truth to it. We couldn't really argue with something that focuses on strength and balance. So you did Tai Chi classes? Yeah, it's great for flexibility, but also helps relax your mind and does well for anxiety. Anxiety, you still worried about the stuff from yesterday? A little, I won't lie. It was really embarrassing. A lot of people wait until they're stressed out to do self-care, when it should be something you do regularly to minimize stress. Wow, so wise. But yesterday made me struggle. I felt off, and I think it's just my body trying to tell me something. I woke up and wanted to start fresh. And this is how I used to do it. But I also want to check out wrestling practice today, and it's been a long time since I stretched. And I'm nervous about going to tryouts. You'll do fine. Thanks for the encouragement. Can I wait, what? I'm gonna save, because that's what you have to do in this. I totally just fucked up your concentration, but I'm curious. I wasn't finished because you scared me in the middle of it, but I've never actually performed in front of anyone. You were naked in a doctor's office yesterday, and you're shy about this? Too soon, but good point. You can watch. Wow. I gotta get back in the zone. I drag an imaginary zipper across my lips. I won't say a word. You're into really weird shit. Wow. Wow. Gotta keep you on your toes. Your chia pet stuff? Okay, Zach. Wow. That's too far. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Closes his eyes and seems to center himself, as everything in an already quiet room grows even more still. Brings his hands in front of him and takes a deep, silent breath. I watch in silent fascination as he almost visually transforms. I remember watching some kung fu movie a long time ago, and they compared practices like this to water. It's only further improved by he's wearing underwear. Wow. He stays there frozen. Wow. Such good balance. What are these options? Let's appreciate his artistic nature. He turns with an assertive determination to face backwards, thrusting an arm up to block something that I cannot see. Wow. He turns one last time. His arm sweeps across the room. Wow, in a dramatic flourish. Slowly comes out of his trance, looking skyward, where he returns to the present. Can I talk now? Are you finished? You're really good at that. It was kind of relaxing to watch. Is that because I'm in my underwear? Wow. I mean, we can be honest. It's like, I say honesty is the best policy in this case, so we'll be honest. Both. Maybe a certain percentage of each involved. Let me defend myself by stating that the lack of clothing actually allows me to see more of what you're actually doing. Like, if you had pants on, I wouldn't see how much your leg bent. Wow. Nice save. Thanks. I actually meant it, though. I believe you. It makes sense. Sort of felt the same way when the instructor used to come in. He'd have these long baggy pants on that flopped all over the place. We couldn't see what was going on. Okay. It actually calms me down. Clears my head like a reset button. I can honestly tell. You looked really peaceful. Can you teach me? Not interested. Teach me. Maybe you could show me how to do it sometime. Sometimes I can't shut my head off and I tend to get wrapped up in my thoughts. Always down for something to help me relax. Plus it looked kind of badass when you did it. How long have you been doing it? Just since high school. I used to do it almost every day. At home once I got started. It really did help out with flexibility and strengthen some muscles most regular workouts don't touch. It may actually work for some of your swimming. I'm totally game if you'll teach me. I should warn you though, I'm a terrible student. Just hit me up if you want. I've never taught anyone else before. I may give it a shot if you're serious. Sure, I'll think. I'll think about it. So you're heading to wrestling tryouts? I'm going to swing by after class and see if they have tryouts. Dude, I'm not wrestling. Obviously not. Are we going to do swim tryouts? Oh yeah, probably. Obviously he's asking about swimming. I thought about swinging by after class. Kind of nervous though. College seems like a whole new level of competition. I need to start getting ready for class. I mean, we've skipped so many classes at this point in this game. Slowly falls over onto his bed, but it could have been an attempt to roll out of it. I'll be back. I'm going to take a leak. I collapse back into my bed. You do your thing, man. I'm just surprised at the whole I need to practice being naked thing. Wow. I didn't realize you were so comfortable you're going to take it on tour down the hallway. I'm not freaking naked. But you're right, I should put something else on if I'm going in the hall. Better? Was that rhetorical? Wow, these jokes, these games, this teasing. Actually, never mind. I don't even think I want to know your answer. I'll be back in a few. If I don't see you before you leave, have a good day. You too. We're going to fall asleep. Relax and skip. What did I say? We just skip all the time. I mean, we don't need class. It's going to be weird if we go to the bathroom again, like right after him. Like that's just weird. Let's just skip. Fuck it. I'm having a hard time getting out of bed. Skipping class is like unfathomable at first, but then after you do it a few times, it seems like, unfortunately, it gets easier. It's already getting harder to manifest fucks to give. My laziness feels more like disguised apprehension about the swim tryouts. Fear of the unknown. What is this? This is like young us swimming? Wow. This is next tier. While I'd like a shot at it, I also don't want to look like an idiot. Back to the physical, the point of no return. Dude would fucking kill me if I backed out. I have no choice. Regardless of what I do today, the least I can do is go to tryouts. If it doesn't work out, at least I know. But for now, at some point my mental gymnastics will let me to sleep. We just go back to bed. Braden's gonna come in and be like, oh my god. It's dark and dreamless and does exactly what I need it to past time. I find my clothes and pull myself together for whatever future awaits me. Are we going to the pool? Yep. We're gonna meet Mikhail. We didn't meet him, but we saw him for the physical. As I open the double doors to the pool, I still can't help but marvel at the size. First time I walk in there, the water always felt distant before. Something I was allowed to observe from afar, but unable to touch. I guess when you come from where I did, you don't expect to have opportunities like this. There's an occasional anecdotal story of success and prestige, but those are miracles, not template for dreams. You have to believe something's obtainable before you can ever dream it into existence for yourself. Dreams are just like anything else that starves when they aren't fed. Guess what I'm saying is I never expected to be able to dive into something like this, to have a chance, even for a tryout. Sometimes it's just good to recognize when it happens and just sit with it for a minute. Appreciate it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't briefly consider doing a cannonball straight into the water just in case. I mean, yeah. Just in case they won't let me try out for some reason. We just gotta sneak one in. Whistle chirp. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, there he is. Mikhail. In that moment, I actually realized there's other people here this whole time. They seem to slip into my consciousness. Oh my god, Mikhail's clapping. He turns toward me as I scan him up and down, trying to figure out whether I want to ask him for directions. What do you mean directions? You're where we're at? He smiles at me, but his face is... Oh, he smiles at me and his face is warm and inviting. He's already walking over towards me before I can do anything. Hey, I'm Zach. Something about him looks familiar, but I can't quite place it. Hi, Zach. I'm Mikhail. Mikhail? That's kind of a cool name. Thanks, you look very new. I never actually heard a word in italics before until Mikhail called me new. I'm very new and have no idea where to go. Are tryouts still going on? Yeah, man, relax. You're in the right place. You need to check in with the coach, and he'll get you started. That's him over there, with that haircut. Thanks, Mikhail. Are you trying out for the team too? No, I've been on the team since last year. I'm just here to help out today. Maybe I'll see you around. Sounds good. Good luck. I mean, he's going to be watching us, no? I walk away from Mikhail and head towards the coach, practicing ways to introduce myself. Oh my god. He's got like a mean face. Hey coach, I'm Zach. Mikhail pointed me over here to check in with you. Are you here for tryouts? I feigned some courage. Talking to a new coach is always intimidating because you never know when they're starting to evaluate you. Yes, sir. Do you have an updated sports physical? Yes, I do. Do you need the paperwork? Nope, don't care unless you actually make the team, so save it. Well, it'll be pretty straightforward today. Locker room's over there if you want to get suited up. These are just preliminaries, so we'll do a few runs and see what you're working with. If you look good, we may contact you to come back. If you look really good, we may offer you a spot. He pivots his head towards the pool. Oh my god. Mean face. Johnson, move your ass. I've seen pond water with more current. Wow. Sounds good. I'll go get changed. Check in with Mikhail again when you're ready. Yes, sir. Thanks. Okay, then. I step away from the coach and immediately realize that I forget which direction the locker room was. So I spin my head in circles like a turret. Yo, Zach. Oh, that fucking scared me, that Mikhail whistling. I turn towards Mikhail, who's crouched down near the water with someone else. I follow his finger to the other side of the pool. Thank you. The hallway just off the pool is a singular corridor that seems to wind and twist like a distracted serpent. I peek into the first door. I didn't bring a swimsuit to this tryout. Are we crazy? What? What? Did we not think about this at all? How are we this unprepared? I mean, I know we've been skipping class a bunch, but come on. Come on. No. We have to be more prepared than that. Damn it. I got so caught up in trying to remember the tryouts that I forgot to actually pack for them. I stall, moving slowly, pretending like I'm tending to things inside my locker. We're just an empty locker. There's nothing there. We're just moving our hands. You know, just, it's fine. Don't bother. Don't look. I stare into my empty locker, alone and unsure what to do. Stall and stare. Okay, I gotta save again. I do not remember any of this, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just stall and stare. Maybe I was hoping that the guy behind us was going to give us a bathing suit or something that we could borrow, but maybe if we stay long enough, someone will give us a bathing suit. I grumble, frustrated. I can't believe I didn't bring anything with me. That's like so crazy. Stuff like this is on brand for me. Focus on one thing and forget everything else. Wow, I may have time to run across campus and back to the dorms to get my stuff, but I don't know how long the tryouts are actually going on for. Plus, I'd have to walk back in the front door again. That's crazy. I guess people like me probably miss out on opportunities in life because we're too afraid of looking like an idiot. Truth is that everyone else is probably an idiot in their own way, and they're not paying attention to us in the first place. But logic is usually pretty powerless against the inertia of racing thoughts. See, I knew Mikhail was going to come in here. I was like, watch. Someone will come give us something. Before I can officially chicken out and try to sneak out the back door, the locker room beside me opens. Oh shit, hey. We've just been in here for like 45 minutes. My voice is way higher than it should be. Promise I'm not being creepy. You got pretty confused out there, so I came to make sure you actually found the locker room. Oh yeah, it's here. He smiles. Yeah, it sure is. Good job. I forget it's my turn to talk as Mikhail's eyes scan me down. You forgot your swimsuit, didn't you? Yeah, girl, obviously. I feel my face flush as heat races through my body. He doesn't even wait for me to answer. You're killing me, Zach. Honestly, you're about my size. Are you any good? Good at swimming? He rolls his eyes and smiles again, slowly starting to become aware that I'm making a fool of myself. Yeah, are you any good at swimming? I'm alright, at least I was back in high school. He walks over to the locker and opens it. People that say they're alright are usually better than alright. I have some extra suits if you want to borrow one. He's got multiple? I guess that makes sense. Just don't tell anyone because they get weird about us helping out the new guys. I'd rather make people comfortable joining the team rather than haze them. Bright ass yellow speedo. The brightest colored suit I've ever seen. My least favorite. He tosses it to me. It's all yours if you're willing to wear this thing. I can't pull off yellow. You don't mind? Take it. Tell you what, make the team and you can keep it because honestly, I'm not entirely convinced that you even brought a suit with you to school. Yeah, I mean, did we? I don't tell him that he's probably right. We don't even know. We don't even know. Wow. Maybe we shouldn't be skipping class. Maybe we need to be going to school more. That's crazy. Well, thanks, Mikhail. He presses a finger to his lip. Shh, I'll let you get dressed. Good luck out there, Zach. Mikhail glides back out of the locker room door and swivels closed behind him. I look down at the yellow suit that Mikhail gave me. While it's not the school colors I'm used to wearing, the quality is undeniable. Okay, there we go. I stuff all my clothes into a random locker. Okay, let's go. We fit into the speedo. I wish I knew how to appropriately build tension so you could imagine all those anime action lines shooting all over the place as my hands cut through the water. Oh my god, are we gonna do bad? But the truth is that it sort of just happened. Whoa, there we go. Essentially, I just jump in the pool and swim back and forth. They're watching. Whoa, look at us, go. This looks great. I guess if you're more experienced with competitive swimming, there was more going on than that, but I'm not gonna bore you. While I enjoy the shit out of it, I'm not racing against anyone but a clock. Oh my god. Mikhail and the coach stand side by side somewhere behind me, but I'm not really paying that much attention. Mean face. Mean face. There's a few head turns as they talk, but I'm too far away to read any expressions. Oh my god, there we go. Push off the wall. I was never good at time trials because I sort of feed off the audience. If I see myself behind, I can usually summon extra energy that I didn't know I had. But without the visuals, that energy just lies dormant and untapped. Dead weight that I'm dragging through the water. Wow. In the grand scheme, it doesn't matter because I'm having fun. Look at us smiling. I'm in my element and the present couldn't be any better for me. There we go. Whistle. I finish up my laps to the tune of a sharp whistle and an arcing wave of arms that summon over me. I climb out of the pool and walk towards a nodding Mikhail and a cross-armed coach, an impossible to read expression. Not bad, Zach. You have nice form. Thanks, coach. It's been a while. I felt rusty. I could tell. Nothing big, though. Your time looks good. I noticed you getting a little more comfortable on the last lap. I'd like to see you come back. See what happens when you get a bit more practice. Sure thing. I'm interested. Good. I'll have Mikhail contact you to set up another run. Sounds good. Thanks, coach. I appreciate the opportunity. Look, he's already yelling at somebody else. Coach is already yelling. First time with one of those. This thing is amazing. They're pretty nice. Keep it, man. You earned it. Thanks. We're just like looking down at ourselves. Don't mention it. Go get dressed while I go encourage the coach to talk to his doctor about what Valium could do for him. Wow. I'm still rinsing off when the door opens and Mikhail comes into the locker room. Okay. He's going to watch us in the shower. It's cool. Swim culture. You know how naked this gets? Oh my God. That's crazy. Some people are more comfortable than others. I need your number to set up another run. How's the competition looking? We're just having a full conversation. My polite answer is that it could be better, but the good news is that we have a pretty good care team. So we could be fine. We should be fine. Oh, core team, not care team. Why would it say care team? That makes no sense. That makes sense. Core team makes sense. Yes, Zach, it does. I live on campus, so text me whenever. Got it, I'll hit you up. He smiles back. Based on everything I've seen today, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, everything, because you've seen everything. I'm left alone in the locker room once again, naked and wet. Okay. I forgot to bring a towel. Oh my God, we didn't bring anything. We don't know what we're doing. It's okay, we just put on a hoodie and jeans over our wet bodies. It's great. We leave the pool feeling accomplished and with my clothes stuck to every part of me. Oh, that would feel horrible. I can just feel it. It's just making me feel gross. Oh my God, look, we're still wet. Regardless, the walk back to the dorm is invigorating. I always feel pumped after swimming. And with tryouts behind me, the dark cloud of participation anxiety appears to have left today's forecast. Our hair's dry now. By the time I made it back to the dorm, the majority of me is finally dried, and I'm pleased to report that my boxers are no longer glued to my butt cheek. Braden isn't back yet. I find myself curious about his tryouts, but since I really don't know the first thing about wrestling, I'm not sure what I'd be worried about, so I surprisingly don't spend much time on it. We're gonna go back to bed. Ooh, I think about swimming, the residual high from the laps I did earlier. I feel like I was baptized. I hear the soft click of the door and look up as Braden comes walking in. He looks tired, but only until our eyes meet. Sup? How'd it go? Not too bad. They have a decent setup and it wasn't overly crowded, so I wasn't super intimidated. Did you thrash some ash? Oh, Ash. Oh my God. Did you thrash some ass? Wow. I wouldn't go that far, but I did all right. I won a few rounds, then got my ass handed to me by some sophomore that can put his leg over his head. How'd yours go? But it was just open tryouts. You sort of go in and do a few laps, then leave. Sounds boring, but then again, I hate swimming. There's more to it than that. It was just time trials. I had to do specific laps and strokes. While they frowned at me and wrote stuff down. How'd you do? Didn't sink. Braden shrugs and walks over towards his bed, and I lazily fall back into mine. Well, that seems like a good start. Probably didn't break any records, though. Were you happy with it? That's the important part. You said you hadn't swam in a while. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I felt a little rusty, but I wasn't horrible. We'll see how it goes. If they call me, fine. If not, then at least I got some time in the water. Maybe they'll still let you splash around in the pool even if you're not on the team. Wow. Do it together, do it alone. Do it together. I should save. Oh my God, I've used up all these save slots. Do it together. What are we doing together? Everything together? Maybe we could head over there together sometime? Hard pass. I'm not a big fan of swimming. Braden sits up in his bed and sighs. Can't even lie here. I feel gross after tryouts. I may go hit the shower. Just make sure you bring a towel, because we didn't before. You didn't shower over there? Stands up and peels off. Oh, he's still wearing the thing. I just threw stuff on over top of my uniform and came back here. I forgot to pack stuff for a shower. Plus, I don't know what kind of weirdo will walk in on me over there. At least over here, I'm relatively comfortable with the showers, and it's not too crowded. Fair, I guess it's a little different culture with swimmers. Some of my best memories are fooling around in the showers. Wow. Wow, the innuendo there. I have no idea what that means, and I'm scared to ask. So on that note, I'm just going to back away slowly and go wash my ass. All right, man, I'll be here. Snoozing. Probably. And he's back. Isn't gone long and comes back to the room wrapped in his towel. He sighs with a relief as if he's been holding all that air in for the last half hour. I feel a lot better. My eyes flicker to the towel. I pull myself back, already feeling that slippery slope. Do you have any homework? Yeah, but I'm still buzzed from wrestling trials, so there's no way I could actually concentrate on it. So TV then? Nah, there's really much to do. What are we watching now? Ooh, what are we watching? Are they fighting? Some boxing thing? Okay. Something I would have kept scrolling past, but Braden's eyebrows jumped up like someone spiked them off a trampoline. I never understood the point system, but Braden seems to be into it. I consider asking about it, but change my mind and just watch it with my mouth open. Braden doesn't do much talking tonight. He seems to be staring at the TV, afraid he'll miss a specific punch. The whole thing is kind of boring to me, but I'm cool if he's having a good time. Pretty tired after this week anyway, so part of me embraces the mindless entertainment. I'm gonna head to bed, man. You okay? Sure thing, I'm just tired. I was energized all day after swimming and now I feel like crashing, after eating a pound of sugar. You want me to shut it off? I wasn't trying to ignore you. I grew up on this stuff, so I kind of get into it. I feel like if you blink, you miss something. I can't tell the difference between a regular punch and a hard one, so it looks like the guys just randomly wiggle and fall down sometimes. Guess that's one way to look at it. I feel like you could have been watching porn tonight and it would have looked... and I would have gotten bored. I'm just out of it. Maybe we can do porn tomorrow. Okay, maybe. You just schedule pornography? Why not? Write it in the book. I was kidding, but sure. I can't figure out if you're serious. Flashes a devious grin. Please, he so would be serious. I just feel brain dead from this whole week. Build up to tryouts. You said brain dead and I remembered I still have homework. You need help? Don't worry about it, it's just reading. I'll get it done at some point. I just need to detox. Back to watching boxing. At some point I fall asleep with the TV still playing and my swim team tryouts behind me. My sleep is heavy and dreamless. And we're awake. No alarm? We've been waking up before the alarm. My eyes flutter open and I look at the clock to see that it's 10 a.m. I slept through my alarm? Oh my god. Missed my first class. It's okay. We skipped yesterday. Psst. We've been to class, what, once this week? Maybe? It's fine. It's cool. We'll figure it out. I can still make the others if I hurry. I feel fantastic except for the singing birds outside my window that make me feel like I woke up in a Disney movie. Hey, it's like 10, bro. You getting up for class? I really don't want to move. You skipping? We'll skip with you. We skipped yesterday. I'm getting up. I didn't hear my alarm. Gotta go take a leak anyway. Thanks for waking me up. Okay. No problem. Skip today again. Is something bad gonna happen if I choose skip every time? I don't think I've chosen it every time. I think like once or twice we went. I chose to go. But I've definitely chosen it a lot. Fuck it, let's go to the bathroom. Realize that I have to pee just because Braden talked about it. Wow, it's like yawning. I end up getting completely dressed. I don't even know why. Maybe we can still skip after we go to the bathroom. I can feel my pace slow as I wrestle between trying not to stare at him. Okay, girl, you're being way too weird about it. I actually forgot I had to pee. Oh my god. Walk in and stop creeping. Go to the sink and collect yourself. What? I feel like it's weird to go to the sink though. Just walk in and stop creeping. I should save again. It's stupid that I panic a little, but I sort of force myself to walk towards the urinals. Oh, hey. You got dressed fast? Yeah, I figured I should stop fooling around and get ready. Or we could just go back to bed. Hurry up or you're going to be late. You're not even dressed. Joke's on you. Maybe I'm going to class like this. I wouldn't complain if I was in your class. Wow. I may stop by student service building and switch my major. You can see it anytime you like. Yeah, girl, we know. Technically true. Out of all the responses I was expecting from him, I wasn't expecting him to be worded like that. The urinal flushes loudly. It scared me. It's almost metaphorical. I'm going to go get dressed and head to class. He's like, I know you're looking at me. I know you're watching. I'll catch you tonight. I still stare forward. My imagination filling his every copious detail from his arm movements. Oh my god. I rub my hands under the faucet and consider the rest of my day, realizing that Braden is probably still getting dressed back in the room. And I already followed him down to the urinal. So I decide to go to class. Girl, we could go back to the room and be like, fuck it, we're skipping again, girl. The walk to class is decent, but when I step inside the room, I already feel like something's up. We should have skipped. It's sparse in here. Yeah, we should have skipped. Almost like there's something going on that I didn't know about. I take a step backwards, but then see the instructor makes eye contact, raising her eyebrows. She's activated some sci-fi tractor beam. I'm stuck. I take my seat and slowly try to accept that I won't be sleeping through this class today. Within minutes, I can tell that today is one of those days I should have skipped. I'm not a big fan of this class to begin with, and I really don't understand why it's required for my major. But here I sit, marinating in general education. Sometimes I feel like some of these classes are more a rite of passage than being actually purposeful to my education. Like everyone before you suffered through this class, so you have to too. The thing about psychology is that it's impacted by everything. And you never know when knowing something obscure could actually help walk in the shoes of another person who's struggling. So I sit. I check my bad attitude and I put in my best effort. Yo, we look so unhappy. Oh, we look so unhappy though. At least we're done. Class finishes and we all file out. I think the instructor managed to bore everyone in the room today. Even a couple of those people down in the front that are always too enthusiastic. Look for Ernie. What are we gonna do with Ernie? Is he gonna teach us something else? Oh, he's just sleeping here like he does on the wall. Just his usual spot. Passed out on the hallway. In the hallway. Not very far outside the classroom before I spot Ernie plastered up against the brick wall. Like usual. Hey Ernie. Hey kid, how you been? Same old, anything new? Not right now. We got a ton of stuff going on, so I'll hit and miss for a while. No worries, just figured I'd check in. You want me to stick with the old job? If you don't mind, find anything decent yet? Nothing since the wrestling uniform thing. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Just stick with it. You're bound to find just about anything you're looking for. Let me know if you have any other questions. I gotta get back to this job. He was just sleeping on the wall. Like, he wasn't doing anything. Guess I better head back to the dorms. Well, at least we spoke to him. We're friends, right? Maybe. Oh, okay, hello. Step back in the dorm room and jump as I hear a voice. Braden spread out on the bed. Dude, what in the actual fuck? You okay? You never beat me back to the room. If you can teleport, you better tell me. No superpowers. Practice just got over early. They cut quite a bit of people for tryouts, so it was kind of depressing, like watching one of those reality shows. But you're still in the running? So far. That's cool, although teleportation would have been cooler. I collapsed onto the bed. I'm gonna stop talking. What you watching? Anything good? Not really. We can do something else if you want. Pretty much anything except teleport. Should we study? We watched TV last night. I have been saying we should just skip though, so maybe we should just not study. Oh, I didn't save that time though. It's fine. Somehow we never really make a conscious decision about what to do, so we end up just staring at random shit on TV for hours as the hours pass, and the room grows darker. I thought about going out tonight, but I really don't have the energy to put my pants back on. I don't think I've ever seen you go out. I used to at home sometimes. Have you ever gone out here at all? I don't think you have you? Not yet. I don't know the area that much. You have a fucking smartphone. You should search for local stuff. He's like, you idiot. Look it up. Google. I don't see your couch potato looking ass searching for shit to do. That's because I don't want to go out. I'm social, but I have to be in the mood for people. Yeah, fair. A little bit of people goes a long ways with me. And you want to be a counselor? Isn't that like a social thing? I know, right? What is this we're watching anyway? On the TV? I was too busy defending myself against your onslaught of negativity about my social practices. I'm just kidding, man. You can be antisocial. Not everyone likes to go out and be around people all the time. That's okay. And seriously, we can change this. I can't really do reality TV after today. Me neither. I hate the drama. Same. Want to watch anything in particular? More boxing? Just not this shit. I'm not really in the mood for anything in particular, though. I'm just going to flip through and you tell me when to stop. Sounds good. What did you do when you went out? You don't really seem to be the party animal type. Nah, I mean, I did a bit. I experimented. What does that mean? Got fucked up a few times. Oh, okay. And stuff, but I'm not reckless. I continue to scan through the channels and stop on one of the sports channels with a bunch of abbreviations and numbers after it. I can't remember which of these is which. Here's basketball. You said you like sports, right? You like basketball? Well, I'm okay with college, not the pro stuff though. Too much politics and money involved. I can't do the squeaking. The what? The fucking squeaking, the shoes. Like, I watch this stuff and all I hear is squeaking. I've thought that before too. Braden falls into silence. His eyes narrows as he stares into the TV. Oh my god, you're right. There really is a lot of squeaking. I never noticed. It really is kind of annoying. I can't do it now, never mind. Thanks for completely ruining the entire sport. You can change it. I told you, nails on a chalkboard. You're 19. Where the fuck did you grow up that they had a chalkboard? In a museum? You know what? I did. We actually did have a chalkboard when I was younger. I thought I was hot shit when it was my turn to go outside and bang the erasers together. Wow. There's not one part of that story that I don't believe. The time continues to unfold throughout the night before I hear Braden sigh loudly. Okay. He muffles an expletive into his mattress. I still had homework tonight and I forgot about it. Oh, fuck it. All his words are mashed together because his face is still pressed into the blanket. Well, I guess we're studying anyway. I decide that I'll try and take the lead on studying, hoping that if I start sifting through a book, that it'll make him feel better. I take my seat at my desk and assume my usual position. Can't say that I'm opposed to the darker ambience for studying. Behind me, he scratches things around his desk like a cat in a litter box. Pretty rare for me to actually study. I somewhat feel compelled to spend more time doing it just to make Braden feel better. I feel like you're studying to make me feel better. What? That's nonsense. What gave you that idea? Because up until now, you've barely opened a textbook. I joked about it before, but you know it's true. And now you're studying again? What? I'm not allowed to take my education seriously? Your book's upside down? Wow. That's crazy. Shit, I guess I'm busted. It isn't long before I hear the usual frustrated puffs of air coming from his bed. Wow. You good? I'm just frustrated. I've read this sentence like 8 times and it doesn't make sense. You want help? No, I'm good, but I appreciate it, he said. Braden, I can help you out. I seriously don't mind. I don't look down on you for needing help. I've already worked out what things I have to do to pass and what things I can ignore. I have nothing to do that's important right now other than help you out if you'll let me. Math shit again. Can I sit down or are you going to freak out? Last time we weren't both in our underwear. Oh my God. I don't care if you don't. I can scoot over if you want more room. We can fit. Wow, look at us. We spent time talking about imaginary numbers. I always hated these things. Oh wow, that's cute. That's really cute. Spent 2 days in detention after I suggested that if numbers could be imagined into existence, it was only one more step to imagine that my answer was correct. Oh my God, look at us. Over the course of the evening, we gradually get closer on the bed due to the confined space, the bare skin of our shoulders touching without notice. I mean, it seems like you noticed. Our legs brushed together, the soft scraping of the hair scratching as the pages turn. Oh my God. Okay, okay. While the entire scene wasn't intended to be ironic, I just said, to be erotic. Usually I'm reading ironic as erotic because I don't know, my brain can't help it. But today it was the reverse. I realized I've never actually been this close to him. And between us was the dark and something else that I have never known. A force with a gravity and a heartbeat of its own that I couldn't hear. But it was alive all around us, and it breathed with a confounding destiny. Okay, that's some deep shit. You good on this shit now, right? Oh my God, I thought that was his hand on our stomach for a second. I was about to be like, what? Thank you, seriously. For being such a rotten student. You're a pretty good teacher. Thanks, I think. No homo, but I can rub it out for you. Wow, I love the way to preface that. No homo. What does that mean? Promise I'm not being gay. Oh my God. But do you want a back rub? No pressure, I was just asking. Remember how you were talking about your Tai Chi shit you did for wrestling? Well, we did massage classes. Seriously? Yeah, I don't know the first thing about wrestling, but I feel like swimming culture is pretty different. You're constantly naked around the people you swim with, and it's really easy to cramp up sometimes. It's not unusual for us to be rubbing each other down before meets and after practice. There's nothing sexual about it. To us, it's like maintenance, something you couldn't do to yourself. So we partner up. Guess that makes sense. Wrestling's pretty close like that too, as you can imagine. But we never took massage classes. That may actually have helped. Probably would have. Offer stands, but no pressure. It's just something I'm really good at. I may take you up on it sometime, actually. You have me curious now. Curious? Sure thing, just let me know. Oh, okay. We're gonna give out massages now. At some point, I end up back in my own bed and I lie there in the midnight stillness. For a long while, my thoughts running a marathon. My heart thumps recklessly, as I think about all the massages we did back in high school locker room. Oh my God. How our fingers explored the shoulders and chests of our teammates. Okay. How I ran my hands up and down the legs of sore teammates. Oh my God. Sometimes between them. Despite the intimate nature of what we were doing, my thoughts were never wavered. Are we sure about that? Are we honestly 100% sure about that? I've touched dozens of guys. Oh my God. Smooth legs. Oh my God. Bare glutes. Why am I suddenly afraid to touch Braden? Because you have a crush on him. To look with my fingertips into the tensions and weight that he carries just beneath his skin. Oh my God. We're such a deep thinker. Why does it suddenly feel so different? Why am I so terrified that he'll actually ask me? But why do I want him to ask me with all the innocence in the world? Wow. I opened my eyes to seeing Braden sprawled out. This is crazy. This is a crazy way to sleep. You're totally going to be sore. Mouth is wide open. Oh my God, I see drooling. Oh, and then the alarm goes off. Oh my God. Big yawn. Okay. New day. Save twice. I used up all these pages of save slots already. Okay, yes, that's where I'm going to end the video for today because I've been going for just over an hour. But we started chapter 3. I don't think it's that long of a chapter compared to some of the later ones. But we met Mikhail. We did swim tryouts. We're probably going to be on the swim team. Mikhail let us borrow his bathing suit permanently, I think. His bright ass yellow speedo. We studied with Braden in bed, like a lot more intimately than I remember ever happening this early on in the game previously. And we offered to give him a back rub, so that may be coming up soon. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, the revamp is so nice. Aaron's done such a great job. The visuals look so amazing, and the extra writing is really well done. The swimming for the tryouts was so beautiful, actually, with the wet hair and everything. It was really nice. And so as always, I look forward to seeing more. I genuinely do. Some of the later stuff that happens, I am so excited to see, even though I know I still have a little ways to go to get there. But I'm really looking forward to it because it looks really nice and really well done. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Have a good night, guys.